What's up, everybody? Ivy Ross checking in. So I'm not in my car, which I usually do my videos in my car. Honestly, um, that's the best time that I have like my ideas. A lot of things that I say, it's just kind of like in the moment and I want to record it. And I'm in that moment right now, I feel. It's just most of my moments are usually in the car. And I don't want to get in my car today because I have no reason to get in my car today and record. But I wanted to record because it is Juneteenth. And I think that I should record and do what I want on Juneteenth. And so what I wanted to do was make a video. Don't know what I'm going to talk about. I mean, I have an idea what I want to talk about, but a couple things I wanted to establish. I told myself, like, starting today, is that, I don't think any Black American should do anything they don't want to do on Juneteenth. That's what I think. So whether that's a holiday, I know people online, they're saying, oh, there should be a holiday. And then, people were kind of giving a good argument about how, are we really gonna have white people get, the day off too on our holiday? So anyway, I don't know, whatever. I'm down for whatever. But I just know personally, I've decided, when it comes to work, that on my birthday, I'm not gonna work. On Malcolm X's birthday, I'm not gonna work. And on Juneteenth, I'm not gonna work. Meaning, if I am gonna work, it's gonna be work that I want to do. Period. So I'm gonna do whatever I want those 3 days, and it might add up. I might add Martin Luther King in there. I might add, all of Black History Month. Just all February, I'm just taking a break. No, but yeah. So that's kind of what I decided today, because I feel like every year, my birthday, I'm working. Malcolm X's birthday, I'm working, and Juneteenth, I'm assuming I'm working. I remember working last year. I remember posting about Juneteenth and trying to educate my Instagram followers and Twitter followers about Juneteenth. And it's just so interesting that, Juneteenth, everyone is now celebrating Juneteenth, meaning everyone's kind of commemorating it. Because last year, it was not like that at all. Honestly, before this year, Juneteenth was like a Black American thing. Like, only Black Americans were celebrating Juneteenth. And, and I wouldn't even say all of Black Americans were celebrating Juneteenth, and, maybe you'll hear, here and there, you'll see someone be like, oh, happy Juneteenth, but not as big as it is this year, So I just think it's so interesting because whether, it's because of, all eyes being on Black people, because of George Floyd, because of Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, and, all the crazy stuff that goes viral, when we're involved. And we're just a hot topic right now, and Juneteenth just happens to come, and everyone's like, oh, wow, Juneteenth, and everyone's educating themselves on Juneteenth. I believe that, this country is waking up, and, I think that we're in a moment right now where, people want to learn, people are accessing more information and resources, and I think that it's showing. And I think, the ADOS movement, American Descendants of Slavery movement, has really taken flight, this past 6 months. And I think it's all like on the same plane, like everything is just kind of taken off. And, I think this moment is just really important. And I just don't want to lose that moment. I already, see people, already talking about, hey, let's get Trump out of office. They're already talking about politicians. They said, get out of office. They're using this Black Lives Matter movement to make it about specific politicians when it should be around policies, and, I think that we have to really just put our foot down about reparations and not just use this moment to be like, look, that's why we got to get Donald Trump out, as if racism started when Donald Trump got in office. You know, this has been happening, you know, while Obama was in office, while Bush was in office, Clinton, like every president that's been in office, we've been, you know, we've been disproportionately, you know, in prison and, you know, economically crippled, all of the above, victims of the healthcare system and, you know, the frontline workers. I mean, this has been our history. This is part of our story. So, you know, it's not going to matter what president's going to be in there if that president isn't supporting policies to change and make us whole as a group of people. So, you know, I didn't want to make this video too long. I think it's awesome that, you know, Juneteenth is being commemorated. I do see, you know, a lot of Pan-Africanists, you know, trying to co-opt it and make it about them. And, you know, I just, you know, this is ours. Like, just let us have ours. Like, let us have this. You know, y'all made Black History Month about everybody else, and, you know, and Black Americans last, you know, and, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement, it should be ADOS. It should be about ADOS. It should be about, you know, the history of, you know, police being, you know, inspired from the slave patrol, or at least a direct descendant of slave patrols in this country. And the fact that ADOS people are the ones that are really getting slaughtered because of poverty crimes, because of just the institution of racism, you know, ADOS. And of course, we're the biggest population in this country. But it's gotta address that. But, you know, Black Lives Matter movement, it's making about melanin and skin color and just about everybody, you know, and it's not. It's mainly ADOS going through this. And, you know, I just don't want to let go of this moment. And it's just crazy. And I think that, you know, and it's cool because I've been really communicating with a lot of people who are interested, who had no knowledge before, who are waking up, and I'm giving them links to From Here to Equality by William Sandy Darity, which I believe is like the reparations Bible. You know, if you read that, you learn that, you will support reparations. You'll understand exactly what needs to happen, like the answer, you know, the root problem. You know, I feel like everything else is just like, you know, putting Band-Aids on wounds, you know, everything else, like defunding the police and, you know, changing the training on how cops, you know, work and all that stuff. Those are Band-Aids on wounds. If we're still vulnerable economically and, you know, the lowest caste group, we're going to continue to be victims. If we don't have an agenda to make us a protected class, if we don't have, you know, reparations to close the racial wealth gap and elevate us and make us an elite class like we deserve to be for our contributions, you know, building this country, our family's contributions building this country, this is going to keep happening again and again and again, you know, and I've said that before many times. So, you know, this moment is really special. So I encourage everyone, you know, who does know about reparations, first thing, get From Here to Equality from Sandy Darity. And just dialogue with people. If you don't know something, just ask, look it up. I don't know, hit me up. I'll send it to you, you know, but this moment is definitely 100% about reparations. This is the only thing that's going to really transform the system of white supremacy, and honestly eliminate race. So anyway, I didn't want to go too long. I think I'm in 9 minutes here, but yeah, this is my first video, not doing it in my car, I think. But yeah, so like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video, and happy Juneteenth. Peace, love, positivity. Take care.